Casio, graphing a polynomial function, quadratic function.
A pleasant day, Casio Nation. I am Ma'am C, and here is the Casio Tech Talk video about graphing a polynomial function using quadratic function. Let's go. So first, let's have the f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. So first, let us have f of x is equal to 0, where we have 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. So we already have this equation. Now, let's find out the factors of this equation. So we have 3x plus 7 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. If we're going to check this,
so we have 3x times x, that is 3x squared. And we have to multiply 3x times negative 1, that is negative 3x. And we have to add it to the second term, which is 7 times x, that is 7x. 7x minus 3x, that is 4x. So we have 7 times negative 1, that is negative 7.
So now, let's find x. So we have the first term, 3x plus 7 is equal to 0, while on the other hand, we have x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we transpose positive 7 to the right side, it will be negative 7. So we have to put 3x here. Then divide both sides into 1/3. So the answer will be x is equal to negative 7/3. And for the second factor that we have here, we have x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we transpose negative 1 the right side, it will be positive. Therefore, our value for x will be negative 7/3 and 1. So now let's check the graphing of polynomial function using fx-991CW.
Now, let's start and let's graph the equation that we have. For the first equation, we have f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. So we have the value 1 and negative 7/3. Now let's find the graph in this equation. By using the QR code, let's scan it. So finally, we can see now the graph of f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7.
So now, let's have the second example. So we have f of x is equal to negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Now, let f of x is equal to 0. So we have 0 is equal to negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. So now we have this equation. We have to factor this equation. So we have negative 2x plus 1 and x minus 1. So now, let's check if this factor is the same answer as this equation. So 2x times x, that will be negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times negative 1, that will be positive 2x. 1 times x, that will be x. And 1 times negative 1, that will be negative 1. So let's say that 2x plus x, that will be equivalent to 3x. So we have negative 2x plus 1 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, let's find x. We have negative 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. On the other hand, we have x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we're going to transpose positive 1 to the right side, that will be negative 1. And we have to divide both sides into negative 1/2. So, we have x is equal to negative times negative, that will be positive. Therefore, we have 1/2 here on the first x. X minus 1 is equal to 0. If we transpose negative 1 to the right side, that will be positive 1. So the value that we've got is 1/2 and 1. So now, let us check the graphing of polynomial function in example number 2.
And now, let's proceed to the second equation. So we have negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. So we have the answer 1 and 1/2. So now, by the use of fx-991CW, we can now see the graph. So we can say that this is the graph for the second equation.
Therefore, if the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola opens upward. And if the leading coefficient is negative,
The parabola opens downward.
so that's all for today, Casio Nation. I hope you learned a lot. See ya on next video. Bye-bye!